All right, how are we doing? I got the ME network set up with the P2P the way I think I want it, and it's actually working this time. I showed you before how to not have the shield in your hand when you try to use your chip to set up your network. You can see I have an output here coming to these two, and outside of these I'm using 0 of 32 over there, 16 of 32 here, but I'm only putting it on an 8-channel line, and so I'm able to take this and really magnify it by 8, plus give me more room to really space things out with cheaper cable further apart, and you can make it cheaper obviously by not using smart cable. The one thing I'm doing here is I had to remember to add power. That really wasn't in the tutorials that I was seeing as clearly as I think they could be, and that's taking up a channel. So you could P2P some power in, and I have, didn't want to do that, another power cell over there, but it is powering this line, and I am not exactly sure why it doesn't power the P2P network, so I'll play with that a little bit. But this did not work until I added power, and then I lose a channel. I'm okay losing a channel because it's still pretty early game, probably way too early game to have this many interfaces and assemblers set up, but I was able to get 8 on each of these. I like this configuration. It gives me 16. It's fairly compact, and this interface gets use of, 1, 2, 3, and then there's one more over here, 4. So it gets use of 4 assemblers when things go in. I could add more assemblers to the top without using more channels, because remember, it's only the interface that uses the channel. So I could add, assemblers all over if I really wanted. But this is way fast enough, and at the cost early on, this is probably more than I should spend on it at this point anyway. One of the key things to getting my lines right, though, was getting these anchors right, so that this didn't connect, because then I wouldn't get used to the channel, and I want it to be dense, so I can now take this out. If I laid it out better to begin with, I wouldn't have needed the anchors. The next one I'll probably take out to maybe here, and then go down, and I can keep expanding until I use all 32 channels, and then once I use that up, I've got this line, and I can build them all out in that direction. And then of course, that's only one side, so I can use all these sides, and then if I fill up all these sides, I can make this standard 3 by 3 cube even, or just frame this as a 3 by 3 plane, and I can keep adding on to this really aggressively, but mid-game, this is really surpassing what I need already. So I hope that helps, and if you have any comments, let me know.